Hey guys, welcome to the channel. First off, if you're here for one or two reasons. One, and a chance to win a Proplica Tanjiro sword, or two, to see gameplay of Demon Slayer. Or you're here for both. So let's start off with, how do you get the sword? Well, if I can get 100 subscribers from this video, you can like, comment, and subscribe. When I hit 100, I will go into the comments, find somebody, and then I will send them a gift of the Proplica Tanjiro sword. This is real, it's not a gimmick. If I hit 100 subscribers, I'll find somebody in the comments and send it to them. Alright, so one thing I'm not going to talk about, and that's the story mode. The story mode essentially follows exactly what the anime did. The only difference is you get to control Tanjiro at that point in the fights. So mainly what we're going to focus on is the gameplay of the fights and show you some of the fighting. So what we'll do is we'll skip ahead, pull up some of the fighting within the games, and then you can actually see that, because I think that's what everybody is kind of here for. So let's see what the fighting looks like. So the first fight is against Sabito. This is your kind of generic introduction to the mechanics of the game. This is where you have to do certain moves, meet a certain criteria before moving on. But you can see within the fight that the graphics are pretty good. When you see his attacks, the movements are pretty smooth. It's a relatively good, I think, fighting game, especially one that kind of jumps on the big Demon Slayer phenomenon right now, kind of meeting maybe the people's itch as they wait for further things. So essentially, once you beat Sabito, you'll progress through the story mode, where you'll go to final selection up on the mountain. Once you get up to the mountain, that's where you'll start fighting demons. So what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and look at what it's like when you're fighting those demons up on the mountain. Alright, so the first big demon you kind of fight is the hand demon. Before you get to the hand demon, you do come across some lower level demons that really are not hard to beat. You can essentially just smash X and kind of beat them. The hand demon is the first, I guess, formidable foe that you face. You do have to fight him more than once. You kind of beat him down to a level, and then you will fight him again. I want to say this overall fight took anywhere between 5 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, to beat him. But it was overall pretty good fight scenes, being able to use all of Tanjiro's attacks. I think a big thing within this game that's going to be really good is the multiplayer. I was not able to play the multiplayer online for whatever reason. It kept kind of erroring out. I don't know if that's, something wrong with the game, or if that's something on my end. But I was able to do a little offline battle, which I thought was pretty good. So what we'll go ahead and do now is we'll kind of look at what the fighting looks like against essentially me versus the CPU. Alright, so on this screen you can kind of see the different versus matches you have. Like I said, online wasn't working for me for whatever reason. So I essentially just went to CPU offline. Character selection, just like any other fighting game. Go through, select your characters. Very similar to Jump Force. You get to select more than one character to fight essentially on your team. So that's pretty good, and you're able to switch through them throughout the fight, just like in Jump Force. So this is where the gameplay gets a little better, because it's not so predictable. You're not fighting the demons where you can see essentially what they're going to do, where it's less predictable. This is where it'll be a little more challenging depending on who you play. But you can see essentially all the controls are the same. X being your light attack, B being your chase dash, Y being your skill. Now there is different skills you can use. For instance, if you hit X and Y, it kind of does a different skill. If you hold Y, it does a different skill. If you are moving and you hit Y, it'll do a different skill. But overall, the mechanics of the game are fairly simple. So, like I said, the biggest thing I didn't talk about during this video is the story mode. It's very repetitive when it comes to essentially how the anime went. If you watch the show, you got an idea of the story mode. Like I said, the biggest difference is now you are essentially fighting those demons and progressing through the story mode. So hopefully you liked this review. This is the first review I've ever done. So if you have anything to say, please put it in the comments, or maybe you want to have me review another game. I don't know. You let me know. And then please like and subscribe. Alright, thanks for watching. Go buy the game, it's pretty good, worth it.